another Christmas card, and this time I'm using the Craft Addiction UK forest Enchanted Forest die set. Now, and I'm using their Festive Reindeer as well. Now they're both showing us out of stock. Let me just tip you up a little bit. That's it. Showing us out of stock, but if you click on the email when back in stock, you'll get notified when they're back in stock. And I do know that they are updating the website this week, this next week. So that's from today's date. So, you know, worth having a look and see if they're back in stock. If not, just email and ask if they will be getting them back, because of course it will depend on how many people have asked for it to be emailed when it's back in stock. It gives them an indication as to how many people would really like this. But it really is a beautiful die, and makes a gorgeous card, as you can see, and I haven't done anything yet hardly. So I've cut out one of the reindeer in the same blue as this. It's like a pearlized blue. I think I got this from Chloe's Creative Cards. I can't remember. I'd had it a while. So it's worth having a look for pearlized blue cardstock. That is just about 5 3/4, 5 3/4. I've done a white card underneath, same size that I could work on. And I've got some holographic card to mat and layer with. So let's get started. Obviously I want to make sure that I'm working within the scene. And what you can do as well is you can actually cut one out and use that as a mask. So, you know, that's good. So if I just do a few lines, yeah, you can rub these out with an eraser, and then you know the area that you're working within. So it doesn't matter if you go outside, but you do want to know where you're doing your work. So I'm with my landscape here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of a morning sky. So when that's on there like that, you'll know exactly where you want to do your sky. If you haven't got one of these masks from Inkalicious, which is the landscape one, then just, you know, cut out some cardstock. If you've got some cheap cardstock, just cut yourself a piece out and use that. You know, don't stress over it. Okay, so what I'm going to start with, Dusty Concord, and I'm just going to, I will go a little bit out of the line so that I know that I'm not missing it. So that's the Dusty Concord. Then I'm going to go with Distress Oxide Rusty Hinge. That's just going to blend that in. Oh, I've not put my moon on, have I? Right, I'm just going to turn this over. See, you can turn it over. You make a mistake, turn it over. Let's go back to basics. Let's do it again. I forgot to put my sunshine in. Okay, pencil. Bear with me. I'm brainless today. Okay, so that's got that. So back with this again. We know exactly where it's going to go, which is going to be just at a bit of an angle. Not straight across, but at a bit of an angle there. Just going to wipe that off there. And I've got just a little mask of a circle. I've got two different sizes, but I'm going to use this small one. And I'm just going to tuck that under there like that, right in the middle of those lines. So it's right in the middle. So back to my rusty Concord, Dusty Concord. rusty hinge. He's going to blend in like that. Blend that into that purple, like that. And then I've got ripe persimmon. Which is going to go just on top of that. It'll be a beautiful sky, this. Beautiful sunrise or a sunset, whatever you want to call it. This is scattered straw. And that's going to be for the rest of the sky. Like that. And I'm going to blend that into the others. Like that. So can you see that sky? So I'm going to pop that back. And with my dusty concord, I'm just going to flick up a little bit so you can see where the hill is, and a little bit of the rusty hinge. And while that's on, I'm just going to go around that sun like that, so you can just see it there. Okay, so when that's on, look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? And that's the lovely hill over the top. You can do one coming down if you wish. I'll do that and I'll show you. But you will need a little bit of blue if you're doing that. So I'll get some, see if I've got any blue on there already. Which there is a little bit. You always have a little bit of ink left on. Like that. And then just going along the edge with a bit of that blue, just to give it a bit of colour. Make it look frosty. And then with my quickie glue pen, I'm going to glitter the hills, the snow. Or you can use your texture paste that you're making or that you've got as well. And I'll use my Diamante Sparkle. Look at that for a scene. And we haven't even got the card made yet. Do this properly and it doesn't go everywhere. So then I want to stick this onto here like that. Look at that for a sunrise, sunset. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous. So what it's done, it's allowed this the trees here to be a little bit elevated, a little bit 3D. And I'm not going to flatten that with glue because I like that effect. So let's get my glue. So I'm not going to glue those trees. I'm just going to glue the outside here. And make sure I've got all round there. And just as I'm popping that down, I'm just going to get my little reindeer, glue him up, and I'm going to pop him in just inside there before it all sticks down like that. Oh, just caught that, haven't I, with my glue? Wipe it off, it'll be fine. And then I've got my card, my blank card, which is a 7" by 7", stamped inside ready. And I've got my holographic paper, cardstock. And again, just at the edges I'm using my runner tape gun. In the middle's fine, you don't see any of the lines that come through with glue. So that can go right in the middle there. Okay, and then we'll glue this down. Can you see the mistake I made on that side? Is just, nobody sees it. We're not wasting anything, are we? And that can go right in the middle there. I can see a little bit of white card here, so I'm going to cut that. So I've not quite taken it to the edge there. That's fine. Pop that back down. And there we have it. On there. Now what you can do is you can add a sentiment on if you wish. There's a little bit of card there. A sentiment on if you wish here, or you can add some snowflakes. I've got some snowflakes. What I have is I have a Dovecraft punch, and it punches out snowflakes. That's worth getting. And I use some of the Chloe's white glitter card, and so that you know you can pop some snowflakes on like that, or you can use the holographic card to match. Whatever you want to do it with, and if you want, you can add a nice bow here as well. So you know the choice is yours. You can dress it up however you like, but it really does make for a beautiful card. There we have it. Stick you down. There we are. Well, thank you so much for joining me again, and I hope you're enjoying them, these demos, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.